I'm going to zoom extents, and now that we have created the block, I'm going to go back to the block dialog box, and as you can see, the objects were immediately converted to a block, and that's why this is now a single entity. If I needed another refrigerator in my drawing file, I would insert the block from my list. Let me go ahead and make a different layer current to prove my point about blocks coming into the current layer. Let's go ahead now and insert this refrigerator block. I'm going to the pull-down menu that shows Insert, and I'm going to select Block. As you can see from this dialog box, the name refrigerator appears, or rather REF for refrigerator. And what I can do is go ahead and click OK. Before I do that, I'd like to point out the insertion point. Right now it indicates with a check mark that I would be specifying that location on screen. I would be moving the cursor on the screen to pick the point. The scale, it is not going to be specified on screen. It is actually specified here. The scale along the x-axis is going to be 1, and the same for the y and z. And this is going to be correct because since we're drawing at actual size, we want to insert our block at the same size. Rotation, I'm going to leave angle as 0, and this box is unchecked, which means I will not specify on screen. It's actually being specified here. Now I'm going to select OK. Now as you can see, I am inserting this block, and notice how my cursor is in the lower left-hand corner. Again, that was the base point I selected, and I'm moving it around. I can place it anywhere I want because I would specify this on screen. You'll also notice that the color of the refrigerator is the color of the current layer, which happens to be red. I'm going to place it here, and just like that, we have inserted the block into our drawing file. And I know I very easily could have done this. I could have selected Copy Object and copied this refrigerator from this location over here. And that is possible also. You can copy an existing block over and over, or you can simply continue to insert the block over and over. So let me undo this for a moment. And again, sometimes you may want to be on the correct layer before inserting the block, or you can select it and then place it on the correct layer. Again, it's doing this because the block was created on layer 0, and then I inserted it afterwards. Let me show you what can happen if I do not create the object on layer 0. Let me go ahead and select Make Block again. This time I'm going to type in Sync. I'm going to select this as my base point. The objects I will select. A little tricky. I'm just going to pick these 4 first and then select these. Right click, Convert to Block, Create Icon from Geometry, Inches, and we're going to call this Sync Not on Layer 0. Now I'm going to select OK. So just like that, I've created the block sync. As you can see, it's behaving as a single entity. Let me zoom back out. You'll notice if I grip this refrigerator, it tells me it's on layer A fix. I can grip this object. It doesn't tell me it's on layer A fix, it indicates it's on layer A wall. I could move it around to a different layer, but you'll notice how the color doesn't change. If I take this block and I insert Sync, I select OK and I place it here, you'll notice it's still yellow, yet it's on layer A wall. Now what happens if I turn off layer AWOL? The object does not get turned off, even though it should. What should I do? I need to go back and turn off the fixed layer, then it goes away. Let me turn these back on. So you'll notice it does not behave properly if it was not created on layer 0 originally. So what can you do at this point? We're going to modify this block definition. So let's do that.